Okay, day 86 in 100 days of making webcomics. This is actually the penultimate page of chapter 5. Tomorrow should be the end of this chapter. This is also taking up the lion's share of this challenge, by the way. So let's see. Also, fair warning, there's a good possibility this video may be very short. Simply because as you can see, I already have which I guess I could have showed myself doing it, but I had a earlier image or panel from the previous page in chapter 5 that I could sort of reuse because I'm just showing the same shot of the room. So I sort of used the same image. I'm actually going to change that sometime during this video, but it's still like not a big amount of work that goes into me just copying and pasting is what I'm trying to say. And because also the first page is just I don't even know what you call it. Basically the first panel is just text of describing like a passing of time or whatever. And because of the location they're already at, I can't really do an establishing shot like I normally would to almost show the passing of time. So just show a new location almost and introduce you to the scenery that way. Everything's taking place in this tour bus, so I have to actually explain things. I'd rather not do that too many times in a comic because that almost defeats the purpose of reading a comic, but sometimes it's necessary, and this is one of those times. So yeah, you can tell this is a short page for the day simply because I'm actually showing the line art. So skip through this. And once again, it's one of those cases where I don't know why I say stuff. I just talked yesterday, I believe it was yesterday's video, about how I was gonna be working. I don't draw Val that often, and how I'll probably be drawing a lot of him, and well, not probably, I will be drawing a lot of him in the next chapter, but I haven't really drawn him as much as you think I would have for a main character. Ah, there's Val right there. I don't know why my desktop's popping up. Okay. But I don't draw him as much as you probably would think I would for him being my main character, or main villain, not main character. But here we are. I'm ending the chapter with Val, just a page later, and I'm already drawing. I just say stuff, and it ends up just showing back up like a day or so later. Okay. Well, I had quite a few interruptions there. Okay, so before I start shading, I used another panel. I actually used this instead of, even though the one with the explosives and stuff on the door is way more interesting, I needed to use this just simply because it wouldn't make sense for the dialogue and what's coming in the next page to actually take place in that throne room, which is where all the explosives and stuff are at. So sort of it's like a last minute decision to change that panel. And like I said before, because it's just copying and pasting the environment from previous pages already done, it wasn't that big of a deal. I just sort of redid the door to show it I'm sorry, off camera now. But I redid the door to sort of show it's actually closed instead of open like this. The only major change I did, but like I said, other than that, it's just the inside of the hallway of the tour bus. Um, Also, for anybody who's new to my channel or new to sort of my comic Infinite Uppercut and all the things that I'm talking about right now, everything that's been taking place in this chapter right here has been taking place on a tour bus. And just to refresh everybody's memory, everything that I've worked on, all the different environments and stuff that's been going on in this comic for this entire chapter has been taking place inside of this tour bus. All these giant rooms and everything else is in the bus. Just wanted to make sure that people are still aware of that at this point. And this location is not going to change for just about the remainder of the comic. But there's a semi-spoiler there, but worry about that later. So I actually need to add something in this panel here, but that will be in text, so I'll worry about that after the video. I always do text after I finish all this stuff up and finish uploading and whatnot. So then the shading in the inside of vial. Like I said, one of the close-up pages, or close-up panel, so not a whole lot that I have to contend with Vile here. Though I did the Alexis sort of eye shading things on Vile, I only do it with him on occasions where he's not losing his mind and I need his eyes to look buggier, or just simply because he's underneath the hood. So I don't know, it just adds something to Vile with his eyes being shaded the same way I do Alexis. But it makes sense here. It just looks cool on Alexis, which is why I do it. And it only, like I said, is something that really only fits her to do all the time, which is why I sort of do that. It was a thing I was doing with every character, but like I said, it's specific to her now simply because I only like that for her. Like, I only like the way that looks on her all the time. But with Vile, it's necessary in some instances, so I do it here. And this is one of those pages. So this is just a close-up of his fist. So more shading here. And finish up the shading sort of on his torso and on his hood there. Oh, and the background. I don't know why I was starting to forget that. Then after that, it's pretty much done. Close everything up, and that's the page. Like I said, not a long one. There was a lot of like I said, that first panel is just text, and the second panel was basically copy and paste. I'll just have to add the text on after the fact, but not really a whole lot to today's panel or today's page. Now I'm saying the page is a panel, reverse, whatever. Like I said, this is the second to last page of chapter 5, so coming to a close. I may actually do some storyboarding on Sunday. Not really sure. I was about to say I may work on the cover, but I'm gonna need to do thumbnail and the storyboarding in order to even work on the cover. So yeah, I'm not sure what I may be doing on Sunday, but I know tomorrow I have to get the final page done, and I'll worry about everything else after the fact. So yeah, let me know what you think of the page. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and you all have a good one. And I'm out.